Well, good morning. Good morning on this frosty November morning. And we're up to episode 2 of season 4, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and episode 2 of season 1 of Angel, the spin-off series. We'll just start saying Angel from now on. I think that ought to do it. And I'm bringing in Toonie Boy, my friend from the other side, or the what do they call it over there?
I'm not sure. I think it's going through a name change at the moment, but we're only 2 minutes into the recording, so enough of that.
All right. Northern English Bustard, good morning, good morning.
I'm doing fine. How are you all, you beautiful bastards?
A bit frosty, and a bit tired, but we will soldier on. Critter Kingsford, if he can make it, I can make it. So you're always my inspiration on these Sunday mornings. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe you didn't make it.
All right. Yeah. All right. Oh dear.
Hurrah, Mr. E, how are you, my friend?
Doing well. How y'all doing?
I'm really tired. You can probably tell by my voice. I've not gotten much sleep in the last couple days, but that's okay. It just makes it sound even more sexy and deep. So good. Yeah. Anyway, so we are Toonie Boy, did we explain that we're doing the way that it aired originally back in the late 90s, early 2000s with a Buffy episode that corresponds with an Angel episode? You're tracking.
Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, we are. Sorry, I've just got to run. I'll be back in just 1 second. You have explained that, by the way.
Okay. All right, fair enough. He's got to pop off for a second. So without further ado, we're just going to get into these. I forgot how many great banger lines. I think it's going to be a challenge for us to, it's not going to be a challenge to find lines to say our favorite line of this episode with Buffy living conditions, but I think it is going to be a situation where we might have a little bit of overlap for our favorite ones. But man, they had some fucking, I don't know if Joss wrote this one. I feel like he might have. I didn't look too heavily into it, but damn, this episode's got some banger lines. So we're past the freshman episode where things weren't in college weren't exactly how she thought they were going to be, and Buffy's kind of finding her footing a little bit. And one of her big obstacles is Kathy, the roommate for help. But I'm just gonna put this out here before we get started. I like Kathy. Does anybody else like Kathy besides me? I kind of like her.
I like her too. If it wasn't for her being a demon, I think she would have been a fine roommate, just a little quirky.
Well, it's not like Buffy doesn't have demon friends anyways.
Well, Buffy was kind of being a jerk to start. She
that's where I was going. That's where I was going with this. I think at this stage, but I mean, now, granted, looking ahead, Buffy has like fucking 30 potential slayers living in her house, so she certainly learns how to live with people at some point. Spoiler for a 25-year-old show. But at this point, I think Kathy's kind of nails her when she tells her that she's spoiled because she's an only child. Remember that bit of trivia because it's going to be important later. But yeah, Buffy doesn't come off well in this.
Now,
Yeah.
was Buffy there to get her soul, or do you think if Buffy was nice to her, she would have taken someone else's soul?
That's interesting. I don't know. That's a very good point. I mean, you can make an argument that she had to get the soul of the person closest to her because those demons were stalking her and going to bring her back to demon world or whatever. But had her and Buffy gotten along, maybe she could have found a way to protect Kathy and like keep her from getting sent back. And she could have been this. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would have been a great character. This great quirky Karen, like early Karen-esque type character, bouncing around. But I mean, here's another thing. I know they give her this horrible haircut. Kathy's kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I don't mind. I don't mind the haircut. I think it's cute.
You're 60. But I was like looking like while she was doing the dialogue, and of course I'm watching on a big screen now, a big plasma screen that I didn't have back in the 90s, clearly. And I'm looking at Kathy. I'm like, damn, she's got some pretty ass eyes and banging little body on her too. Like I thought, man, how funny would that have been had her and Xander gotten in a relationship, he'd have another demon
look,
under his belt. That would have.
we couldn't have had Kathy Joy on the team because we already have a reformed demon on the team. All right, we already have two. Angel's doing his own thing.
I mean, well, we have 2 slayers, so I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not with 2 witches.
What happens to the second Slayer? Every time one shows up, what happens to the second Slayer? The first one's always the queen.
Or
you guys want
to the 2 demons, they hook up.
Nice. Oh no.
So it's the usual. Hey, write down your calls. That was the thing back in the 90s. Like, calls on a regular phone actually cost money. Although when I lived in an army dorm, we had a phone in the room, and my call. So army dorm living together is very similar to college dorm living together. The only difference is you can beat the shit out of each other, and it's totally acceptable. But so Buffy decides she's going to go, patrolling, as you do. And I'm wondering, so how does Buffy's patrolling change now that does she just patrol around the college campus? Because she's clearly not going back to the Sunnydale Cemeteries area. She just seems to be wandering around campus.
I mean, somehow it still leads to normal Slayer activity, but yeah, she just kind of wander around campus. Yeah, you're right.
Because looking ahead to the next season, she's back in the cemeteries again for the rest of the series, basically. So so for this one, were people in Sunnydale near the in the town proper? Were they just getting ripped apart? Because Buffy's was like, well, I ain't walking that far.
Yeah.
But anyway, she goes.
A stupid question: how close is the school to the old town?
Not very far, but not very close either. I've seen a couple of instances where Buffy pops in. Like there's a couple crossover episodes where people are in the town proper and then make it to the campus. So it's like, I mean, I guess it kind of depends. So, I mean, I guess we assume that it's a college town. I have a college in the town that I was just living in that I do security. So, I mean, you wouldn't have to walk very far to get to the town proper, but it'd be a walk. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of what I'm wondering. Like, she's just kind of wandering around campus. It's like, the vampires are still showing up in the places they were showing up before, presumably from the cemeteries. So, I don't know. Anyway, she's just like, well, if it's farther than I can walk to, it's not my problem. So good for you.
I'm tired. You're gonna die.
Guessing it's budget problems as well. Maybe it's like, we'll have to write around it and just have it focused on the campus, and that's it.
It's funny how I never thought of it before these rewatches, but I guess that's what these rewatches are for. But she's venting to Willow, and Willow's already getting kind of tired of Buffy's bullshit, but in a kind of friendly way. She's just trying to give her a pep talk, and maybe you could be nice to her, and maybe you guys could be friends. I do love this little thing. So there's a big thing in the Buffyverse, Buffyisms, things that Buffy say, and they'll put them on t-shirts or cups or whatever. And Buffy says, all right, I'm going patrolling, wish me monsters. And I love that Willow does a little hand gesture, like she's like making a spell. So like it's like a hand gesture that says both, yeah, do whatever you want, but it's also saying like, meh, there you go, magic monsters are going to be on your way. So yeah, I wonder if I can get away with this clip.
It just gets funner and funner every time you play it.
Oh no.
Going out?
Oh,
Yeah.
The music.
I'm seriously caffeine deprived.
I
figured I'd head down to the grotto and get a jolt and
And the fact that she plays it again.
Yeah.
God,
She has it like on a continual loop. Like she's just, which, by the way, that wasn't super easy to do in the 90s. That means that she had to physically go over there and
hit the button. Yeah, she does.
Repeat the song.
And she does.
Stops what she's doing in the middle of a conversation. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. And then plays the song again. And it's just this look on Buffy's face like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, god damn it.
Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
It's interesting at this beginning part where you can see Buffy sort of trying to, but like this is all like, dude, she's way up in my business, and it's and Buffy's just not used to it. And Kathy's but look how cute Kathy is, man. I can't be mad at you. No one's gonna make me hate you, Kathy.
I'm really sorry. I have to.
Yeah, so Buffy drank her milk first.
Yeah.
So Buffy's actually the bad roommate here.
And,
That's
and knowing,
fucked up.
and knowing that she did that, maybe be a little bit more pleasant as you're getting these annoying rules and go, okay, we'll try that. And then just be pleasant. I mean, this is your roommate anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do find it funny that Kathy is literally like draining the soul of Buffy night by night, and then but Toxic is just like, oh, you can't hate Kathy. I mean,
I like it. I want because I'm this kind of hyper and happy, like like I'm a roommate where like I'm always just happy. I mean, I don't have a bunch of rules that like I'm like, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care as long as you don't make a mess and mess up my area, like whatever. Yeah, no, I don't have any kind of a problem with it.
Yeah.
You can I like being around people. So
yeah, don't get burger sauce on your sweater and all that.
Yeah, I prefer you don't get burger sauce on my sweater. I mean, I think that's pretty fair for pretty much everybody.
Without asking to borrow the sweater as well.
Yeah, facts. Well, Buffy didn't ask to take the milk, Toonie. Buffy did not ask it. So Kathy shows up on patrol. And now on this one, I'm going to have to take a point away from Kathy because I feel like since she went all that way to say, why are you going out at night? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. That's great. Why are you going to drink caffeine this late at night? Are you going to be up all night now? Yada, yada, yada. And then now she just shows up and says, oh, I want to get a mocha with you. Now, yeah, she does say decaffeinated, but at the same time, it's like Buffy didn't invite you with her, Kathy. So that's not cool. Like you don't know. Buffy might be a drug dealer. You're like fucking everything up for her or something like that. So she gets attacked by one of the demons. She manages to save Kathy, and both. And that's a truer statement. We're going to come to realize that she actually saves Kathy. She's thinking she's saving Kathy, the girl, from a regular monster attack, but in reality, she's actually saving Kathy, the demon, from being plucked back by her father's, demon minions or whatever. And then, and this is that great Joss Whedon Buffyverse subversion because they say she may be the one. So we're thinking, oh, they're talking about the Slayer, but really they're not. I like how Buffy just pops in on Giles the way that Kathy popped in on her, and she thinks it's totally acceptable to do that. And Giles is like, listen, little girl, I'm just trying to live my middle-aged British life, aren't I? 4 years younger than what I am now.
Yeah, he's like
that burns.
You're not having one of those crisis things, are you? Because I'm still recovering from the last time you tried to recapture your youth.
Yeah. The subtext being, the last time when you fucked my mom. Remember?
Twice.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. E. Thank you for that. And then, okay, so we have another dig against Kathy here. Kathy, so
is it me, or does that crossbow look like it's armed with a pencil?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda does.
She's a Slayer, and that's when she decided to start stealing her soul.
That could be, yeah. That could be, because then it kills two birds with one stone, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah. And then now Buffy's heading to Chow, and she meets Parker.
Yeah, fuck Parker.
Fuck you, Parker. We hate you. God, you're a piece of shit.
Right,
if you know, you know.
There's two different reviews I watched. They both say how everybody hates this guy. Is there? I mean, I guess I'll find out later. Why do we hate him?
Are you serious?
Have you not seen like ahead? Do you not know the?
No. This is the first time watching these things.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
Well,
guys, I only watched like maybe 4 or 5 Buffy episodes decades ago.
It's okay. You will find out later. It's okay.
Right, so he's gonna end up being a dick.
Yeah. He's not ending up being a dick. He was probably born that way. I guarantee you, this guy works for some sort of fucking banking conglomerate and like gets people like kicked out of their homes or something now or something like that. I didn't mean
to derail, but thank you.
You're good. I like when fucking Willow's right away, cutie patootie, and like making this face. What is this face you're making here, Willow? What's going on? She is so American Pie in these episodes. It's crazy.
And this one time at band camp, I stuck a flute in my pussy.
Excuse me?
What, you don't think I know how to get myself off? Hell, that's what half of band camp is. Sex ed. So, are we gonna screw soon? Because I'm getting kind of antsy.
Look at her. She just.
I can't tolerate Willow, man. She's just
You're not going to
outrageous.
convince me she's a real lesbian. She likes dudes. That's all I'm saying.
Look at her with a haircut and everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
this was when
know.
she really got sexy. I mean, fucking hell, look at her.
I mean,
Really
let's
coming
say
out.
I was into her before, and then season 4 kicked off, and I'm like, good grief.
Really? Well, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy because it's like Willow's a very big character moving on for the rest of the show.
Well, no, I mean, I've seen the whole show. Like, obviously, I know like what happens, where it goes, and everything that happens in the show. I'm just admiring Willow's actress. That's all.
Okay. Xander pops in. How the hell he got on the campus lunch? Because they make you show your card when you go into the. Trust me, I know this because I work security there. So I don't know how he. But you know what? I like to think maybe he used a little bit of his military expertise and snuck in, or whatever.
Well, back then, I mean, when I was going to college, it was about the same time they are, so they didn't care back then. It was the
really?
90s. Yeah, they're like, just whatever.
One of my biggest jobs over at the campus was kicking transients out of the fucking chow hall, like coming in there trying to steal stuff. They just go in there and steal stuff right out of the trash. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of great one-liners here with this. Xander doing the, hey, you gotta, I like to go shoot my shot early and give her, and then just get on out. And then, Oz like, gotta respect the drive-by. And it's just and the group is just clicking. It's just like the core four just clicking here. And then Kathy shows up. Okay, this is a dig against Kathy because 1, the sweater, and then 2, she's just jumping in. And I love Buffy's fucking evil eyes here. This whole thing. I wish they would have kept this as a trope for the rest of this show when Buffy gets peeved about something really minuscule, where it's just like duh, duh, and that's like closes in. I love that, like the little twitch down at the bottom.
Yeah, I just love how petty she is in this episode. It's just
She's
every little man thing is extreme to her.
This is a girl who saved the world multiple times, and she's petty as fuck, and I'm here for it all day. I am here for it all day. I mean, I like Kathy, but you know what? I love you, Buffy, and no one can say you be as petty as you want to be, girl. Go for it.
So in the last season, she saved a school full of children from a massive snake god, and her reward is watching some girl she doesn't know get burger sauce on her sweater. You'd be like, I'd be a little bit peeved as well, to be perfectly honest.
Now, facts. And then we find out that Willow's in a much, much worse living situation than Buffy is, but still being a good friend and listening to Buffy. So what's your problem here, Toonie boy? What's going on? Is it the flute and the pussy, or what's making you not like Allison Hannigan here? I don't know.
Wait, where's this come from that I don't like Allison Hannigan? I just spent the last few minutes saying how much I love Allison Hannigan.
Well,
it's just Willow, isn't it? It's just the Willow character you didn't like.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, I love Willow. What?
No. So someone just said they don't.
She was intolerable.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying right. Maybe the choice of word, maybe the expression just wasn't quite right.
Clearly.
No. I meant that it's just like every time she's on the screen, I just lose focus.
Okay.
She got a dick, can you? And she arouses you.
She's mesmerized.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense, actually.
Yeah. I found it intolerable too.
Yeah. So the Cold War battle in the room of just doing shit that annoys your roommates is going on at the toenail clippings.
Oh, God, the toenail thing annoyed the hell out of me.
That's gross as fuck. I'd be like, you need to go to the bathroom and do that. Like, don't do that shit in the fucking room, you fucking weirdo. Flossing, I know you're supposed to floss, but I'll tell you what, I can't stand watching people floss. That shit looks gross as fuck to me. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I just can't. So, Giles has to be consulted. Now, Giles comes to the common area as opposed to like Xander doing weird shit showing up in the chow hall. So this is like a common area. So this is okay. And I bet, man, I wonder how many chicks, because all I hear all the time in the fandom now is like, to hell with Spike, to hell with Angel, to hell with Xander and any other or Riley. It's like what's Daddy Giles is where it's at. And I'm like, you're goddamn right it is. It's like,
I mean, just look at the swagger in that bottom pick. Just look at him.
He knew what he was doing. You know, he went home with some college co-ed that night. You know he did.
Oh no,
Daddy, when are we filming, Daddy? Come on, Daddy. Come on, Mama. Let's do it, Daddy. Let's do it. Let's film, Daddy.
Yeah.
I am
You know that I
deliberately.
think he's enjoying a
Come on.
second life, not having to deal with Buffy and fighting monsters every other day.
Right.
That
He's
he
like an uncle now instead of a
Yeah.
dad. He gets to pop in when he feels like it and get involved when he wants
and
to.
then go home and relax.
Yeah, and bang co-eds. I never realized how tall Giles was. Look at him towering over Kathy. What the
Yeah.
fuck is she standing in a hole or something? Like, damn, Giles. I didn't know you had it going on like that.
Yeah, let's see.
This is fucking epic, man. When they go like full on share time bullshit, and look at Kathy's face. It's just like, this bitch. Are you fucking serious? And Buffy, did you really have to go this hard with the milk?
Yeah.
I like that she's gone this
Get a,
hard. It's really presenting a certain image in my head when she does that.
Oh, stop it.
Nice.
The
It's a shame. It's a shame that you didn't get a shot of her eyes doing the stare down.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, although like she definitely didn't need to get that much. She definitely didn't need to drink that badly anyway. But she's just trying to get through the whole thing just because she's that petty.
Yeah.
And then
so-
we get a teaser for a later episode here.
Oz and Willow are having a discussion. Willow's starting to have concerns. She's like, she's kind of acting a little crazier than is reasonable in these situations. So Oz takes it upon himself to, kind of, just go on with Buffy and, catch her doing a little bit of slayage, presumably, or at least patrolling. And he runs into this chick, Veruca. We're going to find out her name is later. And this is a great show don't tell, isn't it?
Yeah,
because
they can
right away
recognize each
when I
other.
watched this the first time, I'm like, she's got to be a werewolf or something. But they don't explicitly, like, they don't beat it to death. There's no doubt. It's just she walks by him, he walks by her, and it's like, hey, wait a second, something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
you
like
can
what-
already see it's a very instinctual thing going on between these two because Willow doesn't seem to be affected by it either.
No.
yeah, but it's also because you can see the look on like Oz's face as well. It's almost like he can just smell something about her. It's like he's like, something's not right. Like, who's she? Then obviously he's got somewhere to be, so he's not like he like follows her or anything.
No. Yeah. We get some great one-liners from Oz when he's kind of talking to. He's like, Buffy's still ranting about Kathy, and Oz has that real calming, but also deadpan delivery. I love the whole when she smashes the bench, and then he's like, well, at least you got rid of the bench because that was looking shifty. It's like,
He's brilliant. I genuinely did I did not understand what Seth Green meant when he said that he doesn't like Ozzy's dialogue because it's just it's not
say
meaty
that?
enough. I think so. Wait,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I read that somewhere, but I can't. I mean, I don't know. Have it like here
that's
or anything to prove it.
insane. That is insane if he said that because
Yeah.
his shit is solid gold.
Yeah,
Everything that comes out of his mouth is gold.
He also might have just been mentioning a particular episode he didn't care for. Like actors can do that. Like, hey, I was in the show and this one episode, I just hated what my character did or the dialogue.
no. What I mean is, so I mean, it could just be that the quote that I read was wrong because it was a while ago and I can't remember where I read it from. But then I don't want to put words in his mouth if that's not what he said. But because I think that was why it was the explanation for like why Oz. You know what? I'm reading too far ahead. Never mind. But forget I said anything because we're going to carry on. We're not there yet in this season.
Did you find him insufferable?
No, I did not find him insufferable. No, quite the opposite actually. I always love it when Oz gets speaking lines because they're just always on point. I was like, we've got somebody here on the panel that actually hasn't watched the whole show, so I was gonna thought I'll just cut myself off.
Kind of
We'll
like
continue
how
for now.
you were with Stranger Things for a little while there.
Yeah, but I stopped myself.
No, you're good, man. So Buffy has the nightmare, the soul-sucking nightmare, soul-sucking demon nightmare. Look at this shot of Buffy. If you walked in the room, Buffy was looking at you like this. I mean, listen, instant stiffener right here. Like,
I'll come back later. It's okay.
I would be like, listen, I don't know what you need me to do to you, but I'm going to do a lot of it to you, like right now, right away. So Kathy starts to ingratiate herself with Willow to bitch. Now she's bitching. Now Willow's got to listen to it from both ends. And then Buffy comes up and has this great, okay, well, I'm gonna have to kill her. It's like
I love Willow's
clearly
reaction to that.
it's my job. So they think she's fucking lost it, and we get this great scene from Willow.
More like homicidal maniac crazy. So I told her to come see you, okay?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we don't even get like Giles's reaction to that. It's like,
Oh, it's
thanks.
better without. No, it's better without it. It's better without it. So they wind up setting a trap for Buffy, but of course she's a Slayer, and and then I was like, I think we need to check those knots because it might be a little loose. And the look she gives the guys, Xander's just like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, no, I love it because they do successfully trap her, but then it's and then she starts like wrestling with the restraints, and then Xander's like, I don't think I tied those strong enough. And then it's us. It's like, maybe we should go over there and check. And then Xander looks at it and gives it his like really sarcastic laugh, like, and it gets quieter and quieter, and he realizes, oh god,
yeah.
Like, right, okay, avoid the legs, and then she
grabs their fucking head with her hands and just bangs them together.
I found it very Three Stooges-esque, and it made me laugh.
Yeah. Well, luckily Giles avoided that, so we didn't have to add to the knockout count.
Why couldn't he have had shackles like any self-respecting bachelor?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she gets into it with Kathy finally, and it's just like, okay. And there's a little part of you that thinks, dude, is Buffy gonna kill this girl?
Yeah, it's like she's actually a human. It's like, no, she actually is. It's looking that she was a demon.
I love the I knew it.
Yeah.
Well,
so literally, she's holding
jeans because she irons her fucking jeans. Of course,
she listens to Cher on repeat. She's evil.
Yeah.
So they have a fight, and she tries to finish the ritual, but the ritual gets interrupted. The boys come in to try to kind of half-ass. There's a lot of scenes of Oz and Xander trying to save the day after the day has already been saved. I think that's interesting. If I was looking at it a little more deeply, I feel like, today's standards, they'd have it like, oh, they're ineffectual buffoons and she's the boss babe. But I don't think that. So anyway, Kathy gets sent back to the demon. Bye, Kathy. I will miss you. You were great while you were here. And then we get Willow. Now, how did they finagle Willow into her room? I'm not sure. Maybe it was more lenient back then in the college days. You could just hopscotch around, but I'm pretty sure, this takes like a lot of fucking paperwork, and the college doesn't like to be, second guessed with who they put people with. But
I'm guessing that she probably went to the fucking dean and said, "I'll tell everybody you raped me, and they'll believe me because they believe all women." It's like, okay,
whoa,
I'm joking.
That escalated fast.
I didn't think you were gonna. I didn't think you were gonna go there. I thought you were just gonna say like Willow just like worked her magic on the dean or something like that. But
I mean, that would made more sense. At least they're like, oh, you'll get that spell of mind manipulation work, so we could be there together. But they just pop in each other, like, because of the whole campus. It's kind of unreasonable that these two best friends would just wind up, in together.
That's just lazy writing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably because like her and Buffy are friends. So I mean, when one of the roommates, like, I don't know, skips town or whatever.
So you've never gone to university, then, I guess.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
You got a student that just vanishes. How much time would pass before the school investigates, or the parents would reach out? Of course, the parents are demons. This just doesn't happen like 2 days later. A student goes missing. All their stuff is there, and the school's like, "Well, where the hell did she go?"
Oh, I just realized that. Yeah, they got to keep all of Kathy's stuff.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the size of the campus. Because my first semester in the dorm, I lost my roommate 6 weeks in. He just stopped coming, and they literally asked, "Do you want another roommate?" I'm like, "Get my own room, fuck no." But when I was an RA, the second year, I mean, people would disappear all the time. They would just stop coming. So it's not uncommon. It's also the size of the university. I went to the one here in Austin. It's 50,000 students. So I mean, students disappearing, coming and going. Unless somebody reports it, nobody cares.
Now, I'd like to take it on faith that this is true, but I'd be willing to bet there might have been a couple of college roommates that annoyed Mr. E, and they wound up getting a little Marine sniper action in the head. So like, hey, man, I know we haven't been getting along real good. You want to go hunting with me this weekend? What happened?
It was a lot easier when I was
Bernard? What happened to Bernard? He was supposed to be here for the Dungeons and Dragons club this weekend. I don't know, but he's definitely not. He's definitely not in the woods, buried under some lie. That's definitely not.
He fell on a bullet 20 times.
Right. He fell down an elevator shaft and onto some bullets. It's like Mr. E's roommate was like, "Hey, it's share time, right?" And Mr. E was like,
Right? Wrong.
Hoorah! So we find out that it wasn't just a spell, because we find out when Willow takes a bite out of her. By the way, who the fuck does that? That's crazy work right there. Who would do that? It's like, oh, you gonna finish this?
Just, you don't even like wait for them to answer the question. He's like,
look at Buffy.
Oh, this episode's hilarious. It is. I know it's a candy episode, but it's one I really fucking like.
It's definitely a candy episode, but I fucking love a good candy episode.
Okay,
starting with Mr. Monologue, Toonie Boy, give me your thoughts on this episode and your favorite line from it.
Mr. Monologue, I like it. A line that I don't think we actually did go over was when Xander was in the cafeteria. And he was helping himself to some of Willow's food. I can't remember which character it was, but one of them pointed out, said, "Don't your parents feed you?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, for a price."
I like that. Yeah, that's a good line. Overall thoughts on the episode. By the way, just go in sequence, guys, because I got to go grab myself some coffee from the coffee stand. So just go in sequence and tell me say your favorite line.
No worries. So yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. You're right, it's a candy episode. Sometimes you gotta love some candy. There's nothing offensive about the episode at all in terms of like bad writing or characterization or anything like that. It was a perfectly good episode. And it's even if you try to save on time, you wouldn't dare cut it.
No, I agree. So yeah, what's your favorite line then?
My favorite line, probably the one that I mentioned with Xander, is his response when either that his response to when Willow says, "Don't your parents feed you?" But either that or the Giles line where it says, "It just occurred to me that that you've never asked me about how my day is."
Yeah, that's really good as well. It kind of just shows how Buffy can be a little bit selfish and petty when she needs to be. It's a good little flaw that kind of almost makes me makes her a little bit endearing and adorable as well. She's kind of adorable when she's petty.
Well, because she is like, I mean, she's not a perfect character. I mean, I don't want to go over any like tired cliches here, but she's the main character, but she does have character flaws that make her more human because we've all got, exactly. Because even we do try to be above these kind of things, but we're not. We all have a little vice, or vice probably isn't the right word, but we do all have these little hang-ups. So yeah, go on now. I think that's Mr. Monologue is sitting back for a moment. So there you go.
Okay, so this is a really fucking funny episode. It's just one that you can just sit back and have a good laugh with as well. Because I mean, the comedy mostly comes from just how these little manner things are just blown out of proportion. A simple tapping on the pencil is like the most horrible, horrifying thing you could watch, and they somehow make you feel sorry for Catherine when she hears it. And same thing for the toenails just flying all over the place. It's a gross thing, but it's a manner gross thing, and they really blow it out of proportion, and it's funny. And I just love how adorable Buffy is when she gets a little petty, and it kind of just makes me makes her more endearing. And the gang are also funny. Ozzy's always funny with his sort of matter-of-fact delivery, and Willow is adorable as well when she's sort of thinking that when she's worried about Buffy, but she's still trying to be polite about it. And Kathy is It's a shame Kathy never sort of came back because, yeah, she's annoying, but she's kind of, you love how annoying she is. She's hilariously annoying. She's kind of like,
I do actually love the detail that when they're doing that like Cold War scene that Toxic mentioned, when you've got the pencil and the and you got everything else. Buffy puts the earmuffs on, and she can still hear like the slightest tap from Kathy, and I'm like, well, they might be exaggerating that for a joke, but with her Slayer reflexes, I feel like that she probably actually can hear it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll give credit. Kathy, the actress, Kathy is actually very likable. I mean, she's not a bad person, apart from the all sucking souls out of people kind of thing going on there. But I know she does actually come across as someone who's just trying to sort of like, trying to get on with her life.
Yeah.
But she's got these like demon backgrounds, hasn't she? Yeah.
And stay away from her father. Not be pulled back home by her father, trying to avoid that too.
I know. Yeah. So final thoughts. Yeah, very funny candy episode with some great comedy timing and some great character moments. And I was going to go with the she irons her jeans, she's evil line, but I think I will go through Kathy saying, sounds like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. And Buffy Summer saying, yeah, and guess what? You were next to it.
That's a good one.
Well, my take is that kind of repeat. You guys kind of already said it. It's a fun episode. I really enjoyed it. I think for me the one thing that jumped out weird is during the fight scene. I was watching this on my laptop. I felt like I was watching. They were fighting on the set of Three's Company. The lighting just seemed off in this dorm room from the wide shot. Besides being a really huge for a dorm room, it just seemed odd. And I like, what are they fighting on the set of Three's Company? But love the episode. I'll miss Kathy. And my favorite line is she irons her jeans. She's evil. And I'm reminded of a dude I knew back in high school. We used to do trips, a bunch of us together, and he would iron his T-shirt before we went to the beach. The T-shirt he was going to wear at the beach, he would iron it. I'm like, what?
Gay.
Weird.
Gay. Super gay.
So yeah, so I thought the episode.
Mr. E, did you get a chance?
No, I was gonna say first episode kind of got the wheels turning, kind of slow, but this really started putting it into gear. It was a fun episode. It really started the season off for me. Favorite line, Critter took it. It was she irons her jeans, she's evil, and that was mine. So,
candy episodes get a bad rap, and back in the day, when they had a 22 episode season, you'd have some candy episodes. I like me a good candy episode. I don't have a problem with it. It's an episode.
You sometimes need a break from an overarching plotline, which can sort of like can make it. What is it? What's the term? Kind of can take the fun out of the show a little bit. You need a little bit of levity.
But this early in the season, you need something to get it going. You're getting the dynamic set with the group. You're getting the overall adjustment to the new campus. Stuff like that. We don't.
Which I think they accomplished. I think they accomplished it with this episode. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I agree, and that's one of the reasons I enjoyed it. It really put the season in motion.
Yeah. No. Favorite line from this great candy episode is when Buffy's like punching the air, like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna punch you in your face," and Oz is like, "You're gonna do what to her with mime?" She's like, "She deserves mime." And he goes, "Nobody deserves mime, Buffy." All right. Well, that's. So this, by the way, this episode and the following episode, Lonely Heart Angel, this was the first I saw of that season because I didn't know how to set my VCR, and my sister had to come in and help me do it. So thanks to little sis who figured out the VCR machine back in 1999. But without further ado, we're going to jump on to Angel, the series. All right, so here we are with Angel season 1, episode 2, Lonely Heart, and it starts off with Angel sitting in the dark, pining over lost love, blah blah blah, his sins, all that bullshit, and bubbly Cordelia pops in with cards, and I love the whole like she got a little sign. By the way, I thought the design on the card was good. Does anybody else think the design on the card is actually pretty good for
Yeah,
an
I
angel?
thought it was an angel too, so I don't know why they were confused.
Yeah, I don't. I guess it just makes it more funny. And look at this fucking top that she's wearing. Holy, just
Are
holy
you sure? Yeah, he's definitely looking at the top.
Ooh, man, maybe that's what was confusing these guys, and they were all messed up. But I do like Doyle. I love Doyle's kind of bumbling. You know, I had an Irish guy named Griff that worked with me overseas, and he was very Doyle-esque with the way that he would talk. One of his more famous line, we had a hot medic show up on base, and we are all trying to figure out an opening line to her, and he's like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to go say to her. He's like, he walks up to her and he sniffs her and goes, "Oh my, you smell nice. Have you been jogging?" She's like, "I'm sorry, what?" He goes, "Jogging, running." He's like, "Because you smell sweaty and I'll like it." I was like, "Griff, please sit down. Please sit down."
I was gonna say, I mean, if she wasn't before, she will be after that.
Yeah, I was like, guy, I was like, "Ma'am, I apologize. He has been out here too long, so I don't know. The sun has gotten to him clearly." Anywho, so
that's why he needs a medic to tend to him.
Yeah, plus they're Irish. They aren't used to that fucking amount of sun. So
yeah, exactly.
Your excuse was legit.
Cordelia says no. It's an angel, and then Doyle immediately starts with his fucking trying to bust her and bluff her and all that shit, and then she hits him, and that makes him drop the cards and have a seizure. And she's like, "Oh my god, quit being a baby! I didn't hit you that hard." And it's of course him having a vision. So when Demon Doyle gets a vision, it sends like lightning into his brain. Remember that, because it's going to be important later. Very, very important moving on in the show, because the visions don't come as like an easy to read, teleprompter. They come with like a huge, blasting lightning thing. So I'm wondering, was that how it was, do you think, for Drusilla when she was still human? And then once she became a vampire, it didn't bother her so much?
I don't know.
Because there was a couple times during Buffy when she like fell to the floor, like screaming and crying and writhing on the floor and stuff. Do you think that that's the visions are always like brought with these like huge, brain headaches or whatever?
Does that mean that Drusilla is actually like half demon before she be like?
No, just because you have the sight doesn't make you. It just means you have the sight. So I mean, she had the sight, and then Angel decided to turn her. So she was just. So he may have actually saved her, because we know that if you're not supernatural in some way, we know that the the visions are debilitating. They start to wear on you after time. So
isn't Doyle's only half demon,
right? Which is why they affect him the way they do, but also why he is still able to withstand them.
Right.
So, I mean, make of that what you will.
I guess it depends on the character.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, I mean, I guess it's for whatever the plot demands, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. I did hear another theory that maybe Drusilla was almost going to be a Slayer before Angel got his grubby little teeth on her.
Like she was a potential one. She was a potential, or
I think that's what I'm hearing on the theory, but I think it might be another subject for another time. Maybe.
Yeah, when we get to all the potentials stuff, yeah, that could be an interesting topic. I don't know, that I'm not sure that really holds water, but I'm not against it at all. So I mean, I guess we will see. Anyway, moving along. So he gets a vision, and it's of a nightclub. We as the audience only got like little flashes of it. We get to this trendy nightclub, and this fucking total dude bro is hitting on a kind of cute, but not super great. But I mean, Jesus, look at him. He's fucking gorgeous. Look at that guy. I mean, holy shit. but the way he looks away from the camera, we know that he's up to no good. Angel and the gang come in there, and now once they know they have the vision for the place, now they have to kind of navigate like, okay, well, now what do we do? Like, how do we find out doing what? And Angel's not doing great. I like that he asked the bartender, is there any chicks in here that are in need? And the bartender gets them. Oh yeah, there's chicks that'll do butt stuff for sure.
But the real hot ones don't come out till 11.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll get some ones that'll be, they'll do what you want. I do like the whatchamacallit here with Doyle defending Cordy, but also Cordy doesn't want to be defended and blah blah blah. And then boom, I love this right here where that's Doyle's way of fighting. He just throws his head into it, which is, by the way, that's a good move.
That is a true Irishman. That is if Irishmen did kung fu. That is just a headbutt. That's it.
I am a big fan of the headbutt.
Irish kung fu.
Yeah.
It's called fuck yeah.
But yeah, no. So they mistake the fact that Cordelia is handing out these cards is like she's like a hooker. Which, I mean, to be fair, look at the dress. It's are you in need of some service? I could be needing some servicing. So when she gets offended and it looks like it's going to go bad, Doyle, I like that he didn't hesitate. He was just like, because that's my move too. I'll be like, hey, if I know it's for sure going to go to hands, I will pretend like it's not and be like, oh, okay, no, let me get you a beer, and then smack him with it. It's like, psych. There you go, buddy. This is look at that. That guy's such a douche anyway. Look at this guy. You know that he's sexually assaulted some people, but it doesn't go as well as they thought. Bartender comes in, breaks it up. And then they're just sitting there licking their wounds. I do like when Kate gets when Kate was introduced. I don't have a good shot of it, but Kate is fucking, man, she's beautiful. And right away, I thought love interest. Did anybody else think the same thing when Kate popped up?
Yeah, it's a shame that it never really lived up to that kind of potential because she was a really good character and she was one of the few badass chicks that was actually convincing badass chicks. She had a real sort of strength to her.
And she was funny. She was funny when you needed her to be funny. Like we're coming up on the Sense and Sensitivity episode. She's funny during that. I like it. So yeah, and I think she was justified in a lot of the problems that she had. I'm not mad at her. No one can make me hate you, Kate. I have a weird affinity for liking characters that other people don't like. So
he has a weird affinity for liking the hot characters.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Oh, that's
you got me there. I like so this guy had gotten picked up by the girl from the previous episode because the demon was in the hot guy. The demon burrows into the halfway decent girl, then goes into this kind of nerdy guy, and I guess it goes in through their back, but they have to have sex first. Is the weird they have to have some sort of sexual fluid exchange in order for the demon to be able to do that. Why that is, I don't know. It seems a little contrived, but hey,
so it's whatever. Supernatural STD.
Yeah, supernatural STD, like It Follows. And I like that the demon right away says to Angel, you're not human. Neither are you, motherfucker. It's like, what are you talking about? That begs a question I meant to bring up on the last episode. Remember when in the first episode when Angel is stalking the vampires that are out there to grab the co-ed girls or whatever, and he fights them in the alley? How come they didn't sense that Angel was a vampire?
I don't know.
Alone? I don't know.
Yeah, probably a little bit of writing inconvenience, maybe.
That's just lazy writing.
Yeah, that's what I think too. There's a cool little fight scene and great one-liner from Angel where he's like, I already know this is not the body that I'm going to be able to stay in. He goes, well, it's going to have to be the body you die in. It's like, dude, I like that. Good for you, Angel. Nice little fight ensues. I don't know if I have it, but during the fight, there's a thing where you can see the cameraman, which I think is pretty fucking interesting. Oh, why did it go so far? It's skipping way ahead. Don't do that.
I wish I was good at one. I wish I was good at one-liners, man. Like like if I'm doing a let's play in a game or something, and the villain is finishing his monologue, and then I try and say something, and it never really lands quite the way I want it to. But yeah, oh well.
One of the recap videos had something like a different aspect where you could see more of the guy's elbow.
Watch. It's right here.
Oh, there. All right, there it is.
There it is.
I didn't catch that. I was too distracted with the fact that was a pretty good throw as well. Like,
that was a fucking great throw. That was a great throw. Yeah. I love when Kate busts in on him and he tries to explain himself. She's like, "So you're saying you're a PI?" And he goes, "Yeah, more or less." Where's your life? Where's your license? That's the less part. Yeah. I feel you, Angel. I feel you on that, buddy.
It feels very noirish as well. That kind of back and forth there.
Yeah,
it does.
So Angel convinces her to that he knows where it's gonna strike next, and she can do what she wants, and blah blah blah. This guy tries to pick Kate up, and this guy had a weird thing where he kind of like glances off as she walks away, and I thought he was going to be something, but then nothing happened with it.
He's just just a desperate or creepy guy.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Is he not going to be a recurring character or something then? Because
no.
I mean, right. Well, I think it was just one of the right. Well, if he's not a recurring character, then I think it was just one of those like they wanted to bait the audience, like, oh, he's the killer, and then turned out to be this guy.
So this guy winds up he's been infected by the Burrower demon some kind of way, and he's, because of the battle with Angel and because of the time it takes to, maybe the guy's already got health problems or something like that, but whatever, he's starting to deteriorate, so his bullshit's not working. I like he just tries like line after cheesy line.
I was cracking up at this. I really was.
With that flap.
Hey, so are you a dancer? Because can I get you a drink? Because I'm kind of like the bartender here.
I really like that dress, and he's got that chunk of skin flapping off his forehead.
Yeah, I just need to make a connection. But yeah, Angel tosses him into fire, and Kate fucking puts a couple into his chest, and then it's. I like how it's conveniently blamed on the bartender. Well, the bartender knew all these people, so maybe he was murdering them all. So we get like I kind of like that thing where the supernatural has to have like a real world, contrivance answer or something like that.
Yeah, it's because she doesn't know he's a vampire, does she? And she doesn't know about the demons and everything. She just thinks that they've caught a serial killer.
Right. And so that's so weird. Why didn't the vampires sniff each other out during that? It's really weird. I don't get that. But anyway, Angel gets what he wants, which is to just sit in the dark and fucking brood about his bullshit.
Yeah, that was like my favorite line. It was when because he works up the courage to like fight through this entire speech that he's got. Like, I think you all deserve some time to go out and big pause, and he goes, have fun. And he goes, and it's like, contrarily, I think we're just gonna go home. And then he goes, oh, thank God. Yeah. But I did actually like, though, is like, I mean, once the joke stops, I did actually like the acting on Angel when you could see him visibly get way more comfortable when like the lights went off and he sat down on his chair, like he became way less tense, because I guess he really just does like the alone time. He likes his privacy.
I fucking know I do. I just want to sit there and play on my computer or read a book and have a drink, and I like to be left the fuck alone.
Yeah.
They're having this thing for Thanksgiving. Do you guys do Thanksgiving over in Britain? I guess not, huh?
No, we don't.
Yeah, I guess that's a little sore subject.
We are doing Black Friday now these days, which is fucking annoying. It really is.
Oh, well, I bet you are doing Black Friday in your Muslim-infested fucking country. I bet you're doing the hell out of Black Friday. So I was told, like, what are you doing for, the owner and the GM were like, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you're not going to go with the girlfriend? I'm like, no, the girlfriend's family don't like me. So I'll probably spend it this way I spent it last year, TV dinner, fucking looking at Netflix or fucking working on I was like I was polishing up my book last year. So, and they're like, oh, well, just so you know, we're doing a big potluck thing. Everybody's bringing something. We're going to be in the auditorium, and we're going to do a thing, and we'll cut a turkey. I'm like, oh wow. And they're like, yeah. So did you want to bring something? I'm like, I'm not coming at all. I don't want to hang out with any of you people.
I'll be bringing a bag of Doritos.
Unless you're going to pay me, are you going to pay me to go? Then I'll consider it. It's like, and the look on the GM's face, because she's like this 22-year-old girl, was just like, oh my God, why does he hate me so much? I'm like, sorry. I don't want to be here unless I am here right now, and I will make coffee, but I'm here because I'm doing something that I want to do, so as far as that goes. But yeah, I do like the allegory of the what do you call it? So what do you think was the deal with this guy when he's like, I'm sorry, I just liked you so much? Did he bust too quick or not get it going at all?
Oh yeah, he busts so quick.
Yeah, that's 100% the implication, because I mean, like he has that. It's like a guy that knows him, isn't it? Like in the bar, and no, or am I thinking of two different people? He's saying that like he's a proper. What's the name that he gives him? It's like
Screech.
Screech, that's it. It means like nerd or something like that, right? And he's talking about how he's
Screech was the nerd character on a very popular TV show called Saved by the Bell.
Oh right, okay, no, yeah. Well, it's because he was one of his chat up lines in the first place was that he was it's like as you get like minions at home or something like that. He's a nerd, he plays probably like board games and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
well, not board games. I'm about to get crucified.
He might be playing board games. I don't know.
No. But I was trying to go for tabletop games. I was like, the fact that I just call it board games, I'm probably gonna get crucified for that. Sorry, wait, why is there a red dot on the back of me? Hang on. Right.
Well, overall thoughts and favorite quote from the episode. We'll start with you, Toonie Boy. You're right after me, so go for it.
God, yes. That's my favorite line. From the end.
Oh,
when he breathes in silence.
Yeah. I like it. Well, overall thoughts on the episode? You think it's a good episode too, or?
Yeah. I mean, I don't exactly, because I haven't seen the rest of the Angel show, so I don't exactly have much to compare it against. But so far, so good. We're only 2 episodes in, but we haven't had any stinkers. We've not had any. I wouldn't even describe them exactly as candy episodes either. I mean, they do feel like they're setting stuff up and laying the groundwork and introducing characters. So yeah. So yeah, I loved it. I'm enjoying Angel so far.
Okay. Northern, what's your thoughts on this?
It's a good second episode. The show is still trying to find its feet a little bit because, but you can see David Boreanaz is really starting to show a lot of potential as being a lead actor in his own show. And I do like Doyle and Cordelia, even though we do get a much better team later on, but they do still have some chemistry. You can tell they're still trying to find a way to make it work a little bit. And but Doyle is still a very likable character, and it's such a shame that he had a bad heroin problem that led to his early death, because I would have loved to have seen Doyle team up with Wesley and Gunn and Fred and, and Lorne in the latest series, but sadly that did not happen. But it's still pretty decent, and I do like Kate, and she's another really good character that very sadly departs a little bit early on, and I don't think she's ever seen again after that, is she? Does she make
she comes back in the comic book series that's season 6, technically after the fall. So she comes back in that. It's like an Avengers Assemble type thing, like all the past.
Shame it never happened in the show though. But I did like the I kind of like the little twist as well, where you think it's the guy who was this like demonic serial killer, but then you're tricked into thinking it's the woman, but then it turns out, oh no, it was the guy. He was just this slimy little slug thing that went into that goes into other people's bodies. That was kind of cool, and I did laugh my ass off when his face is peeling off and he's just desperately looking for someone to to take over. It's really fucking funny.
He could have come to a couple. Too bad he was in LA. He could have come to Kansas City. There'd have been a couple tweakers that would have totally fucking
exactly. Favorite quote before you ask is when you see Cordelia, could you put in a good word for me? It's like, I barely know you. It's like, God, I should make it easy on you.
Critter.
I enjoyed the episode, the darkness of it. I am totally enjoying the show. I think favorite line is when Cordelia is kind of mocking, defending her messy apartment, like, ew, she has girl parts, because he picks up the bra. But the one thing I'm surprised that none of us talked about is that almost the Batman moment. where she goes, "Who are
Yes,
you?"
just a fucking grappling hook.
Right.
Well, I was gonna say that was gonna be my favorite line, but I guess you just stepped on my dick there. But okay,
Sorry,
I mean,
Dick Stepper. No, but like when she says, "Who are you?" I wanted him to. In my mind, I'm like, he's gonna say Batman, but then the whole damn beam comes down, and it
yeah,
utter fail.
yeah.
Poor guy. He's got great gadgets, though. Yeah, love the episode. I'm really enjoying the show.
Nice, Mr. E.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. You could tell they're still ironing out the wrinkles, so to speak, and putting paint on canvas. I mean, just overall good episode. Just kind of give us a feel for what's coming down the pipe. But I was gonna inject earlier before I stepped out. Honestly, I don't think the vampires recognized Angel because Angel has a soul, and that's the only.
So
I
you're
don't know,
saying
the only
Angel
theory.
could recognize them, but they
But they
can't
couldn't
necessarily recognize him.
Yeah, because
You know
he's
what?
got a different essence.
Yeah, well, that's that could
I
be.
like that. That makes sense.
That's just lazy writing.
So
Actually, I
human.
think there is a line in the episode about that, actually, isn't there? Because he's trying to find the burrow demon, and he's like, it should be easy for me to spot if it's around because it doesn't have a soul or something like that. I think it does say something to that effect. I think
We should do so. I need my continuity expert to do some research on this and have an answer for us by next week.
I'll
Is that
try.
fair?
My favorite line was Cordelia's at the end of the show where she says, "This is L.A. We help the hopeless or we go broke, preferably the first."
That's a great line. That's a great line, actually. So obviously mine is, when Kate looks at him when he pulls out his bat grapple hook and she's like, "Who are you?" And then of course I love the fact that he pulls the beam down because he's, like that probably would have worked if one of us had used it, but since he pulled too much hard with his vampire strength, he pulled it down. You don't see much of these gadgets past season 1. The gadget thing, I think they were trying to show that he's different. They do pop up every now and then. A gadget will pop up, and Wesley becomes very big with the gadgets with his repertoire because he kind of has to. But there's not a whole lot of the gadget thing past season 1 that I recall with Angel. I don't think. I think he starts to go like low tech and just like mostly a broadsword is his big thing. Which is cool. I'm totally fine with that. And I found out later looking into it that it's like his particular one is like an Irish broadsword. So I like that. I like that little detail within that. Not that I know a lot about swords, said the guy that used to do a Highlander channel or a Highlander playlist thing. By the way, check out my Highlander playlist. It's on my channel. So some pretty good, funny shit on there. Anyway, yeah, that's my favorite line. That's my favorite scene. And I overall like this episode. I liked, I'm not mad that this was my first the pilot was good, but I think this episode's better. And I think they increase with a couple of little hiccups. I think this season increases, and it has a great banging ass soundtrack. I downloaded a couple of the songs from this episode because I was like, God damn, this is a good ass song. A blasphemy on Sunday. Sorry about that. My bad. But yeah, this got a really good soundtrack this episode. So I'm really, really excited. Don't think we're going to do the promos, like I said last week, for the next episode, unless the episode is a real significant watershed episode, because I'm trying to stay under the copyright radar. Because even though I've won all my copyrights, knock wood, it has become tedious to have to write a whole freaking legal check, for something that I'm basically doing for free and for fun. But yeah, we'll be back with episodes. The next one on Buffy is a total fucking banger, and the corresponding Angel one is pretty good. I'm gonna have to talk to my team and see if what their thoughts are about episodes that I think we might be able to skip. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell, and you'll get notified for all toxic content. All of the individuals that are here doing this with me on a Sunday. All of their links will be in the description of this video. And if you have a theory on why Angel can sniff out other demons and vampires, but the vampires can't sniff him, I would love to hear it. But my continuity expert, Mr. Critter Kingsford, will try to get that answer for us. So until next time.
Previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You are the Slayer. Into each generation, a Slayer is born.
Why don't we start with, hi, I'm Buffy.
Xander.
Cordelia. Willow, right?
Mr. Giles.
Angel.
Thank you.